All right, my next guest at this time was once known as Justin Silver. Now she wants to be known as Violet Payne, and she is joining me right now. What's going on, Violet?
Hello, what's going on? I am taking a break from working right now so I could call in and see what's going on.
Well, thank you for taking time off your work and joining me this evening. I know we'll be trying to make this interview happen. I think the last time we were trying to book, you was known as Justine at the time. Now all of a sudden you're Violet Payne, and I mean here we are. so so before I get into some questions about your career and stuff, what I want to know is what made you decide to change your name from Justin Silver to Violet Payne.
I just felt like it was time for some change. I mean, Justine Silver, she did accomplish some good things, but I felt like I could honestly do more if I just changed my character and changed it to something that suited me a little bit better, something that I could relate to a little bit more. I know Justine Silver was a Native American and, part of the Wolf Clan, which I am very proud of my heritage and very, very proud of being Cherokee. But I feel like I was very limited to what I could do because I didn't want to be disrespectful to my tribe, for one. So I actually work for a company. I'm an account manager for them. So, as far as being the VP goes, I know a thing or two about being a VP, being business-like, so I decided to change it up, changed my name, and here we are.
So how has the fans' reaction to this name change been since you made this change?
I've had a lot of positive feedback so far. So I was initially a little nervous because, for the past 3-4 years I've been known as Justine Silver. So I knew that I would have to really plug it on social media and have people share my new name and everything because, I took a little bit of time off in 2015, so that out of sight, out of mind thing. I was afraid they would forget me, but luckily everyone has been really happy with who Violet Payne is, and I think I'm creating a bigger fan base at this point, so I'm pretty happy. And it seems the fans are as well.
Just the name change definitely makes it sound even more intimidating as Violet Payne. Like, and commentators going to use the word pain as a pun. Like, she's bringing the pain, literally and figuratively. But I like the name change. I like what you're doing with this new character. And, obviously you've made strides with Justin Silver, and that character will be remembered as a sensational one. And I guess in the wrestling business, sometimes you got to go through changes and stuff. You have to evolve, and you're still young in your career. You're about a few years in, and but you're on the good things. I truly believe. And Violet Payne's definitely going to be a name to remember in 2016 moving forward. So, how excited are you for what's in store for you, match-wise?
Huh? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. How excited are you for what this journey brings, now that you're Violet Payne?
I'm really excited because, in a way, it's kind of a clean slate, wiping the slate clean. I have so much creative freedom to just create this character that I want the fans to. Right now, I want them to dislike me when I'm in the ring. Right now I like to keep it mean, a little bit of cheating to win. But I have a lot of really cool stuff coming up. In April, I have a show every weekend, which hasn't happened in so long. I have a show coming up on March 5th in Dibble, Oklahoma for Imperial Wrestling Revolution. And so I'm excited for that. They're an awesome company to work for. They have grown significantly in the past couple of years. So I'm really excited to just really work with them a lot. I think I am confirmed for all of their shows this year. So, definitely check that out. Check out my fan page for any new updates and things that are coming up. You can like me at Violet Payne. So definitely 2016, I am trying to just take the bull by the horns and go with it and do everything I can to be successful.
So is there anyone out there that you are so eager to go up against this year?
Oh, man, I don't even know where to start with that. There's so many people that I really just, I know they would push me to my limits. So let's see, 2016, I'm trying to think of who, like, my ideal opponent at this time would be. Oh, goodness, there's so many, 'cause there's so many talented people out there and so many people that have, years more experience than I do. Who would be the ideal person at this time? Man, it's actually kind of a tough one because there's just so many people out there that I would love to go up against. Obviously, one of my favorites growing up has always been Mickie James, and she's actually been to Imperial Wrestling Revolution, so I would love to get a chance to go toe-to-toe with her.
Going up against Hardcore Country. I like it.
That's That's right. It's funny because her and I are similar people, She's a Dallas fan. She owns horses. I own horses. So it would be a very, very competitive match, I would think. And it's something I hope will happen in the future at some point.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Mickie is slowing down at all, even when she gave birth to her kid. I think it was last year or whatever. She still got it. And she doesn't look like she's going away anytime soon. So, and I know she's with Global Force Wrestling right now with her husband, Magnus. So, they say in the wrestling business, never say never. I guess it's a matter of being at the right place at the right time for that to happen. But, considering that you brought up the similarities between the two, that definitely makes me want to see the match even more, just to see how y'all match up.
Yeah, so definitely if there's any promoters out there that are listening, let's try to make it happen in 2016. I think it's definitely going to be on my list of goals right now, for sure.
So, with this Violet Payne character now, are you making some changes in your list of moves that you're doing, or is it still the same?
I've definitely changed it up a lot. I try to evolve because to stay relevant, you have to constantly evolve. So, I definitely have changed it up in the ring a lot. I've had a few matches back since I have changed my character. So, I have just been doing a lot of studying, and I have kept a few of my signature moves, but I have definitely changed it up a lot.
Man, so I'm definitely looking forward, to see more of this, and maybe one day you come here, Kentucky, that's where I'm from, or you could be at this show called Girl Fight Wrestling, hint, hint, in Indiana. They got a lot of top female wrestlers out there, and I feel like you fit the criteria of being there. So
I appreciate that. Thank you.
And I definitely have a lot of respect for you, for yourself, and you definitely are one of the woman on the rise. Woman wrestling just continues to grow, and to see more new talent year after year after year. And I ask you this from a fan perspective: how do you feel about women wrestling these days? You think it's continued to grow and to evolve?
I think now they definitely have, especially within like WWE. NXT is such an amazing program, and they are truly building some stars. With the Divas Revolution happening, I have always wanted to see something like that happen. I want women's wrestling to be taken seriously because, you know, we work just as hard as the guys, and to see people get the recognition that they deserve now is just truly amazing. I have found myself enjoying the Divas matches, enjoying the storylines, enjoying seeing them get, you know, a lot of time on TV. It makes me happy to be involved in wrestling, and it also makes me happy to still, you know, be a fan of wrestling.
I've always felt like women wrestling has grown. It was just a matter of WWE. People consider it the top wrestling company in the world. It was just a matter of them, you know, taking their division to a whole nother level. And it started with NXT, and now with this Diva Revolution, they're getting longer matches. They're getting storylines. You know, people get to follow them and things like that. And after seeing Charlotte retain the title at Fastlane, and now she's looking at Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch, and I'm thinking to myself, well, they made a debut together in the WWE. Why not make their WrestleMania debut together? Why not? They were a huge part of this revolution getting started. I mean, why not have those three face off? You know, give me some similarities of Trish and Lita and Jazz when they had their WrestleMania in Toronto. You know, that's what I like to see. But I guess we shall see.
Yes, like I actually am glad you brought that up, that triple threat from WrestleMania in Toronto, because I actually thought about that too. Because I'm a huge fan of Charlotte, of Becky Lynch, of Sasha Banks. They're all incredibly talented women. So it's going to be awesome, you know, for them to go, you know, face to face at WrestleMania. I haven't been able to really keep up. I've been so busy, like, working out and training and everything, that my DVR is full of episodes of Raw, so it looks like I need to do some catching up on Raw and SmackDown, see what's happening, because I will be in Dallas WrestleMania weekend.
Lucky you. I'm jealous. I want I definitely, the excitement grew for me for WrestleMania because of a certain McMahon making his return. And although I think he needs to have that hair for men or whatever, you know, I think he
just for men.
Yeah, just for men, because I think he looks a lot older than his father, and his father is in his 70s now. But regardless,
yeah, he's up there.
yeah, but you know, I just want to see what Shane could do. Like, does he have one more flying elbow from the top rope in him? That's what I'm hoping for. And I guess what makes me excited is the outcome, because a lot can happen. And I was talking to the previous guests I had a little bit early on the show. Maybe we'll see the Bullet Club. Maybe we'll see Sting, dare I say. He's going to be there too. WrestleMania weekend, Hall of Fame. And people still want Undertaker versus Sting. And this is clearly not going to be Undertaker's last match. I just don't want Undertaker to do too much to the point that the last memory that it'd be like, oh, well, it wasn't a good end to his career. But Shane, I think Shane's gonna do fine. Taker's gonna do fine. Yes, my excitement has grown, just mostly because of Shane. So,
yes, I actually was able to catch that. I was at the gym doing cardio, and I just plugged my headphones in to watch Raw, and I flipped out. Shane has always been one of my favorite McMahons, and as soon as Stephanie has the mic up to her mouth about to say something, and then that song hit, oh my gosh, the reaction that he got was amazing. And as soon as they announced Hell in a Cell, Taker versus Shane at WrestleMania, I felt like a kid again. I'm going to be honest. Seeing all the McMahons in the ring, Shane's going to be wrestling. There's no telling what he's going to do. He is so unpredictable when it comes to that stuff, so I'm excited.
Yeah, for all you young wrestling fans who don't know what his Shane's involvement in the WWE. You do have the WWE Network. Go check out his matches. The King of the Ring, that's definitely a recommendation one against Kurt Angle because he took quite a beating. And of course his two WrestleMania. I guess this is the funny thing because one of my friends on Facebook posted this, and he was like, "Well, Undertaker now know how I feel to go up against someone who's undefeated at WrestleMania." Cause he's 2-0 last time I checked. Um,
Oh,
so
oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. But enough of that. We'll get back to you, Violet.
Okay.
I'm sorry that the fan just popped out of me, but
No, it's totally fine with me
yeah.
because I still, I still enjoy wrestling as a fan as well. So there's
So
nothing wrong with talking about it.
absolutely. So wrestlers, they have preparation prior to their matches. What is Violet Payne's preparation when she's backstage, right behind the curtain, getting ready for her music to be played? Like, what's your mindset? Like, what's your preparation like, prior to a match?
Right before my music hits and I'm behind the curtain just waiting, I do like a little breathing exercise, just, calm my nerves down. And in my mind, I'm just thinking about, you know, trying to put on the best performance for the fans out there. I just want to always do my best. So I'm back there before, like if it's a match before mine, I'll be listening to my workout playlist just to get really hyped up. And then as soon as it's time for my match, I'm back there doing my breathing exercises. I do pray before each match as well because I want, you never know what's going to happen inside that ring, and I just pray for no injuries. I do my breathing exercise, my music hits, and it's showtime.
Showtime indeed. You being a wrestler and all, what is your favorite part of being a wrestler? Is it the traveling? Is it the fan interaction? Is it just hanging out with your brothers and sisters in the locker room? What do you consider your most favorite part of being a wrestler?
Well, obviously, I like all of those things, but for me, it's the fans. It's always been about the fans because I was once that little girl out in the audience that was just in awe of all the performers, and I love hearing from the fans. I love meeting the fans. I love, getting their feedback. And, when someone just tells me, hey, I enjoyed your match, or hey, that was really good. And especially with the children, always take time for the kids because, like, I was once them. So any chance that I get to meet them or make somebody's day, sometimes all it takes is taking a picture with them, shaking their hand, giving them a hug. And for a small gesture goes a long way. So it's definitely the fan interaction because when I got into wrestling, my mindset was I want to be able to make them feel like I felt as the child. Because once you're watching a wrestling match, you're sitting in the crowd and you're just so engulfed in it, you forget about any problems you may be having in your life. So definitely the fan interaction.
Gotta love the kids, even though babyface heel. Gotta love the kids. Just so precious. So Violet, for you, what would your advice be to any aspiring wrestlers out there that wants to get into the business? What would your advice be?
My advice is definitely to give it your all because this is one of the hardest things I have ever done in my entire life. You have to not only learn how to wrestle, but you have to live the lifestyle. You have to go to the gym. You have to watch your diet. You have to train. You have to watch film. You have to do so many things. It's not just going to practice and learning big moves. That's not what it is at all. Like, there's learning how to tell a story and creating your character, and you need to put every single bit of yourself into wrestling. It's very hard, and you're going to get discouraged. It happens, but my advice is to definitely give it your all, and just remember that tough times don't last, but tough people do. And just don't stop believing. That's one thing. That's my favorite song in the entire world. No matter what happens, don't stop believing, because especially if you're coming into it as a fan, because, people from all walks of life do get into wrestling. If you were coming into it as a fan, just remember that you are in this for the fans. You are in this to inspire. You're in this to make them feel something, to make them get emotionally involved, like with your character, with your match, with your storyline. Just always remember that it's for the fans. Don't get an ego. Always stay very, very humble. Take any advice that is given to you and remember it. I got a lot of great advice from a lot of different people, from different people in wrestling who are at different points in their career, and I appreciate any advice that anyone has given to me over the years, because it's from people who have been there longer than I have, obviously. So when it comes to wrestling, just stay humble, stay happy, don't let anything get you down or get discouraged, and like I said, don't stop believing, because I always have to end it with that.
Don't stop believing. Not so you just did there. You went journey. You just went journey on me for a moment. You went journey on the listeners out there. It's a very nice song, by the way.
It is.
So I pay attention to the Twitter feed, and I've noticed that now that you're going with Volley Payne, you've been giving away of your adjusting silver gear, your attire. Do you still have some of the adjusting silver gear left, or you pretty much gave them all away already?
I did, because a few of my sales have fallen through, just didn't get payment in time. So actually they're all up for sale, because I was kind of on the fence, because, for nostalgia's sake, I wanted to keep my old ring gear. But I'm like, you know what, I have pictures of it. I mean, this was from a different time in my career, and if someone wants to use it as memorabilia or just simply have it, I was like, you know what, I think it's better to sell it. I have pictures to remember it by. So all 3 sets of Justine Silver gear with the wolf and the moon on them are still for sale. So if you guys are interested, just contact me. You can contact me on Twitter. You can contact me at violetpainebookings@yahoo.com, any of those. And if you're interested, I will sell it to you, because I would rather it go to someone who's going to appreciate it, because otherwise it's going to sit in my closet.
So basically, all you fans out there, this lovely lady, she's got a good thing going with her current character in Volley Payne, and she, out of the kindness of her heart, she's giving away this lovely attire from her previous character. So if you want a piece of, you might as well consider wrestling history at this point. If you want a part of the journey that it took to get to Volley Payne, don't hesitate. Email her, and y'all y'all work out the deals, the prices, and things like that. I mean, who knows? That attire could definitely mean something a lot more, if she were to end up in a certain company. I don't know, NXT maybe, Ring of Honor. They got a woman division now. I'm very happy about that. I'm happy to see some of my wrestling friends out there, Kerry Klein, Hottie Lovelace, doing big things there. But she's still giving it away. So, check her out. And what's your Twitter name for people to check out?
Okay, it is at It's Violet Payne is my Twitter. You can also like my Facebook page, which is Violet Payne as well. And then I also have a website, which is Violet, and then you put a little hyphen, and then Payne.com. So you can really catch me on any of those. I'm on Twitter a lot, so if you want to catch me on Twitter, shoot me a tweet. I will reply to you as soon as possible. I thought about doing a question and answer, so once I get some spare time, then I will definitely do that. So it's Violet Payne. Catch me there, and I will interact with all of you guys.
That's Payne as in Payne, not Pain, just for clarification. But Violet, thank you so much for almost spending the entire second half of the show. This interview's been a long time coming, and I'm excited to make this happen.
Yes, me too.
And thank you so much. And since you are, I'll tell you what we do. Because at some point we're going to have to do a follow-up. And since you are going to actually be at WrestleMania in person, I would like to have you back on the Thursday after WrestleMania so that we can recap it and how your thoughts and things like that.
Definitely.
So I will definitely pencil you on the Thursday after WrestleMania. But thank you so much for your time. Continued success. And again, thank you for your time. Truly appreciate it.
Hey, no problem, man. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate anybody who's listening. So I just want to say thank you for anyone who's ever supported me, and once again, thanks for having me on tonight.
You have a great night, and you have a great weekend.
Thank you. You too.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. Until next time.
All right, that was Violet Payne wrapping up the show with me on Triple Threat Wrestling Radio. So we can now